Again, back to you with a live stream. That's right, folks. It's been a good long while, and for good reason. I'm going to get into that in a few minutes. Let me let me check something real quick. I don't know if I'm on. Let me see if I'm on my. Okay, I'm streaming with. Hang on one sec. I got to put my Wi-Fi on. I'm streaming with the network right now. I have Straight Talk. To let you guys know, I actually switched to Straight Talk wireless, and for the most part, I am very happy with them. I'm very pleased with the service, but right now in my area, they only have 4G LTE, so there's no 5G available right now. It's a shame, but I did call up and they said that 5G is on its way. So I hope everybody out there is doing well, staying safe, staying busy more than anything else. Um, I'm going to turn you guys around here in a minute when we get a few more people, and you'll see why I haven't really been able to make many videos, live streams, what have you, recently. George is here. Hey, George. Hope you're doing well. I see you at almost every live stream. Thank you for that like, by the way. Um, my room is kind of a mess right now, so as UXW would say, no comments from the peanut gallery. It will be cleaned up by the end of the night. Right now, I'm just working on a ton of computers that I have, trying to get everything relisted and everything ready to go. Um, I've had most of these systems listed now for multiple months, and nobody is bought yet. So it's a good idea to basically switch out your inventory. And in my case, I'm doing that by switching peripherals and monitors. I'm switching out systems with different monitors, adding a webcam in when I can. And I got to figure out what I just printed here. My mind is shot, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, is that this computer here? What is this? The 7 is a 6500. Nope, that's actually for a computer I just put down here. So I need to go ahead and tape this up. Let me turn you guys around here real quick, show you what's going on. So again, my room is a mess right now. This is one of the computers that I've been working on. Right now, I just got to tape this on. A good thing to do. I need to go ahead and cut this, so I'm going to go ahead and put you guys down for a minute. Hopefully, not blinding anybody here. Let me turn you guys over just a little bit. There we go. That works. So what I have to do is I have to cut this. This is just a spec sheet of how the computers are spec'd out, and I do that for every computer that I sell, along with a price. That way people know what to expect, and if for some reason they get the computer at home and it doesn't have the amount of memory or the same size hard drive that I said, then they can hold me accountable, because honestly, that's what I want. I want to be as honest as possible, and sometimes that's a little tricky, and it's not because of anything I did deliberately. I mean, there are just times, honestly, that I'll list the wrong computer. Like I'll have a system listed with 16 gigs of RAM and only have 8 gigs of RAM. So it's always a good idea to check when you're buying computers used that the specs actually match what the seller has said about the computer itself. So as you can see, I went ahead and attached this spec sheet. This is a really good computer, $360 firm, but you got a 512 gig SSD, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 6th gen Core i5, so no Windows 10 on this one. Windows 10, I'm sorry, no Windows 11 on this one, but you could put Windows 10 on here. Got me the wireless dongle, wireless in, and Bluetooth. A good friend of mine, shout out to Bill McCullough if he's here. Bill, I probably shouldn't have said your last name. Oh well. Bill turned me on to a new supplier for the wireless N adapters. I'm going to be giving them a try. This is one of those computers I got from that massive storage unit buyout. Don't judge, but this does work. I've actually installed a lot of SSDs with zip ties, and it's really the only good way to do it here. Because as you can see, they really don't give you an option for a 3.5 inch to 2.5 inch adapter. And the adapters I've tried in here um, don't work because they won't fit into these little holes. If you could see, this is supposed to go into the screw holes where you would have a hard drive. Well, they work for regular hard drives, but not for the actual adapters themselves. And of course, I physically clean these computers out. What do we got here? Let me see if I got a chat. Luke Davis says hi and says, not bad install if it works. Oh, she works, my friend. She is a great little desktop there. DVD burner, Bluetooth, USB 3.0. There's your Core i5 right there. I'm going to go ahead and put that down with the rest of my stuff. So this is what I've been working on pretty much all morning, is getting all these computers relisted. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is going to be number 5. This is a Dell Optiplex 3040. And I need to take pictures of this and actually relist it too. Something I haven't had a chance to do yet. And it's a good idea when you're working on refurbished computers like this. Take them out once in a while, turn them on, make sure they're still working properly, and go ahead and do all the updates. As you can see, got quite a few updates to do here, so I'll go ahead and install those. I was also working on this, I'm making another mixtape. One of my favorite brands of tapes has always been TDK. Now, granted, this is only a Type 1 tape, so a bunch of you out there are probably saying, Matt, what are you doing messing with Type 1 garbage? Well, I will tell you that if you have the right deck, these Type 1 tapes can sound phenomenal. And the D90, or in this case, the D60, same shell, just different size, 60 minutes versus 90 minutes, are one of the best tapes I've ever used. Now, you're going to get more hiss because it is a Type 1, but I always record in Dolby B, and yeah, these are actually pretty decent tapes. I got to finish up with that. I like to make these like YouTube audio mixes to play in the bathroom. Yeah, that's right. When I shower, I listen to music. So I'm not going to put something good like a Maxell XL2 or a Sony, what's the Sony equivalent, SE2. I'm not going to put a good chrome or even, God, Lord forbid, a metal tape in the bathroom. So these work just fine. Just noticing looks like the case has a little crack in it. Is that a crack? Nah, it's just a scratch. But this one's working just fine. Luke Davis said, haven't really worked with tapes. They're fun. I like the way cassettes sound, and if and when I get a chance to put some of the YouTube audio library on one, I'll probably do another video about it. Although I think I actually did back in the day. I know I've done a lot of cassette-related videos. What do they say about this? Dynamic performance, precision, rigid construction cassette mechanism. They are very solidly built, I must say. And of course, for listing my systems, I got my trusty HP Elite book that I got in with that haul. This actually came in that haul from the storage unit buyout. This is a great little computer. No optical drive, but it is solid metal construction. And I honestly put more work into this than I should have, but I really like this computer. It's got a dual-core Core i5-4210U, which is like a budget. I'm not going to say budget. It's a energy-efficient processor, 8 gigs of RAM. And I did the dumbest thing here, folks. I didn't need one this size, but I went ahead because I got it for free, and I put in a 1 terabyte SSD. So this literally has a 1 terabyte SSD, and it is so fast, even only with the 8 gigs of RAM, which I probably should consider upgrading, but I have another laptop that has 16. What is Luke saying? I really should upgrade my laptop. I currently still use my Lenovo ThinkPad Edge E530C, which is falling to pieces. Yeah, that's an older one for sure. Let me see what we got going on over here. One more and then we can restart. Okay, so showing you my room, you kind of understand now why I haven't been able to do any actual videos. And that's going to be the topic of a video in the future. That is my brand new Dell XPS 8740 11th gen Core i7. Got a great deal from Dell on that. Make sure you check out Dell computers right now. They're having some super sales. Not too much else to report right now. I still have a few more systems to list. My buddy Jeff gave me some of these. These are old Dell Optiplex 780s. I think most of them. They were Vista era systems. I actually haven't even broken into one of these yet. What do you say? Let's take a closer look. So yeah, Vista Basic. If anybody wants that key, you're welcome to it. I'm definitely not putting Vista on these. That's funny. Somebody put the wrong optical drive in this. I'm going to have to go ahead and change that out. Incidentally, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you're liking these live streams. I honestly don't even know if these... Which way does that open? It's got open top. So I don't honestly even know if these have hard drives in them or not. I don't think they do. This is going to be impossible one-handed. Hang on, folks. Gotta turn it. I gotta put you down for a second. Yeah, that was impossible doing that one-handed. So, got the lid off. Okay, they actually do have hard drives, but as you can see, they're only 80 gig drives. Somebody put a minion in there. That's pretty funny. I wish I had my buddy here, the Bill, if you guys remember him, because I could, if I had him here, I could actually set up the streaming device and then I could actually stream working on these, but he's unfortunately unavailable right now and it's just way too hard to do this myself. I might be able to figure out a way, but I don't know. It does have memory in it. If I remember correctly, these actually did use DDR3. Let me pull this. Incidentally, to take the optical drive out, you pull up on this, you push it back, and then it should just pull out of the way. I believe these actually did use DDR3 if it's the 780. Could be wrong. It's been a long time. Yeah, PC3. 2 gigs of DDR3 memory. So, might be able to do something with these. I figure get them up to 8 gigs. Gonna put probably Windows 10 on these. My idea being that, like I said, these were my buddy Jeff's, and he and I can split the profits, although it ain't going to be much on these because these 780s are just not worth a lot of money anymore. I kind of told him that, but he just wanted me to try, so we'll see what we can get out of these. Wish I had more to talk about. A lot of the stuff I'm doing is just really routine. Go in and show you the closet. Oh, incidentally, the Sony Bravia 40, what the heck is this, 45-inch, something like that, TV is doing really well. The one I found at the end of the street. I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. Now, it was funny because everybody was telling, well, I say everybody was telling me, my friend Jeff was telling me that he didn't think, he was upset he couldn't play full HD on here. Come on, focus. And I'm like, well, it's only a 720p TV. You can play full HD, but you can get a little bit of artifacting from that. But other than that, this TV really has a great picture. I use this, honestly, more than I use my 4K. I use my 4K system more for gaming. This I use to watch Netflix, Hulu. And then I got that Dell Optiplex 70-something here. Oh, 3050 down here. That's 7th gen Core i5. What does that got? 16 gigs of RAM, and I think that's got a 256 gig SSD. Your college had a stack of them. Was it the computers or was it the TV? You'll have to let me know. And then lately, to kind of stave off the boredom from everything that's been going on, the Dells, okay, been playing a lot of Windows XP games, and one of my ideas, and I think this will work out, this is a laptop that I picked up from my friend Jeff. It's a Dell Inspiron 6400. These were notorious for motherboard failures back in the day. Notorious. Like, I would say 1 out of every 5 that we sold of these at Best Buy came back with a bad motherboard. So the fact that this one works flawlessly is actually pretty amazing. I'm using this as a Windows XP gaming system. Been playing Jazz Jackrabbit 2. I've been playing uh, Quake 2. Been playing some casual games on there. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's still a good computer. Your 6400 still works. Hinges are completely destroyed. That was another Achilles heel. This one, the hinges are a little loose, but they're not bad. They actually work fine for me. And oddly enough, the battery still holds a good charge. So this was kind of a unique find. And I asked him, would he mind if I kept this one as kind of a play thing and a reference? And he said, sure. So kudos to Jeff for letting me keep this and not trying to flip it. It's in good shape. Centrino Duo. You can see it did come with XP originally, but it says it's Vista capable. Although this only had, I think in its stock configuration, you get it with 512 megabytes of RAM or 1 gig. So it would have been Vista Basic, and you would never have wanted to run Vista on this. You would have absolutely hated it. Let's see. Got a couple laptops back there. Not much else. Those are just first gen i7s. I don't think I'm even going to bother showing them to you. I want to go ahead and shut this down because I think I am running this. Am I running this off battery right now? No, I got it plugged in. Incidentally, I know that people are going to say, Matt, you should not be running that on your bed. Normally I would say yes, but in this case, the vent is on the side with the fan, so I'm not really doing any damage at all to it. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, something that you guys may or may not have seen in my videos before. Just a quick preview of my absolute favorite VCR. This is an RCA 1989 model RCA 4-head hi-fi stereo VCR with the flying erase head, so that's kind of rare. But even more rare than that, this is an SVHS VCR, so I get to play my tapes through this vintage Sony TV, semi-vintage anyway, using SVHS. And this thing works great. I have not had to do anything to it. I haven't done the belts. I've cleaned the heads. You got me there. I've cleaned the heads on the thing. But other than some like scratches, and honestly, most of this is just dust because I haven't really had a chance to dust recently. Oh, I had to take a sniff of that. It's so good. I have to burn candles in my room all the time because I live over the garage, and if I don't, then I get smells of the garage in all the time. That's not, your eyes aren't deceiving you. The clock and everything on this is extremely dim, very much expected for a VCR of this age. These just dim over time, but it has on-screen display, and I got plenty of clocks in my room. But yeah, that's just a quick little view of this really nice RCA vintage RCA SVHS VCR. Bunch of different controls here. This was definitely one of their higher end models. Level control, audio record. Basically, that's if you want to like auto dub, I believe you can do the main audio or the like a alternative audio source. You got your audio here. You have your bi-directional, your mixed or your hi-fi. I don't know why can't keep it on hi-fi. For some reason, I have to keep it on linear. I'll have to try that with another tape. I'm going to put that on hi-fi and see later if that works. Stereo mono mode, main or second audio program, so you can do a Spanish or second audio. Depending on where you are, it could be French. Could be anything, really. Auto or off for SVHS. And then your inputs. Now, interesting with this, if you look right here, it gives you these options. Line, S-Video, simulcast, and tuner. So that basically means, and I didn't realize this, that this actually has not only SVHS outputs, but it has SVHS inputs as well. And then you have your AV dub for recording over video with different audio. TV VCR, and then just your basic functions there. But this is a very, very well featured VCR, and I think this is going to deserve its own video, maybe here in the near future. Oh, so let's see how this computer is going. Oh, looks like we're done. So I'll go ahead and click restart. Let that finish doing its last update. And when I get off, I can list this and then maybe actually take a break. I've been going pretty hard at it all morning. So that's where the computers were. They were sitting right down here in the closet. I have one more system to go through there that I've already listened, and I have a couple that I haven't. So I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I have 2 all-in-ones I got from my buddy Jeff that I need to work on. I have this. This is really cool. This might be a video in and of itself in the near future. If I can actually pick this up one-handed and bring it out, let's see. Oh, whoa. Hang on, folks. I'm putting the phone down. I know my limits. Eyes know my limits. So what this is, it's a Windows XP era shuttle PC with a Pentium 4 in it. DVD-ROM, your floppy drive, because there's no real PCs without a floppy drive. Honestly, don't even know if this works. You could see somebody wrote on here Lubuntu 16401, so they were trying to run Linux on it, which is actually, honestly, a pretty good idea. Oh, Matt, why don't you move your thumb for a Pentium 4, because that's about all you can do with it these days. Let's see if I can pull the cover off. All right, I'm putting you guys down for a minute. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm here. Oh, I need a screwdriver. Apparently they actually put one... Who does that? They put one thumb screw in, and then they went ahead and put regular screws down there. Honestly, some people. Move this over a little bit. Super tough. Super tough. All right. Move you guys back over here. All right, let's pull the top off here and see what it's got for insides. So I'll show you guys the ports first. Got 9-pin serial, VGA. Looks to be, wow, this actually has, oh, yeah, doesn't matter, don't need it anyway. Optical audio out, Ethernet. It actually has 2 Ethernet ports. Okay, that makes sense because one is a 1 gig and the other's probably 10 base. Only 2 USB ports on the back. That's very interesting. I've never seen a system from this era even with only 2. Keyboard, mouse, and then your array of audio ports. The one thing I am looking for, of course, on this is dreaded capacitor plate because it is a Windows XP system. And if I look in there, they actually look pretty darn good. ID hard drive, IDE optical drive, so I'll have to find some drives for this, and then 2 more USB ports on the front. Interesting. So this only has 4 USB ports. I would have thought more, especially for a Pentium 4 era system. They're very rare to see Pentium 4s with only 4 ports, or in this case 2, because the 2 are the front ports too. Or I'm sorry, only 2 built onto the motherboard is what I meant to say. That's more of like a Pentium 2 or a Pentium 3 thing. So maybe that was just because it's a shuttle motherboard. Very, very odd. Huh. Let's see, what did we got? Somebody was making a comment. Luke says, caps haven't died on mine yet either. For an old AMD system, still bloody resilient. Right on, man. Right on. And, yeah, it's got a lot of scratches in front, but I'd like to actually boot this up. Maybe we can do that in a minute. See how many people come here. If I can get a few more people here, we'll go ahead and boot that up. If not, I'm saving it for another time. All right, so this computer is done. So I need to take pictures of this when I'm done. And, yeah, and relist this for sure. Incidentally, this is this is not even really a monitor. This is a 26-inch TV, Vizio, but Actually works very well as a monitor. I do that sometimes when I'm running low on monitors. Oh. All right, folks. What are we here? We're sitting at around 1 p.m. I knew we had at least 3 or 4 people here, and my mouth is getting extremely dry. So I think I'm actually going to end the live stream here. I don't want to kill the battery on my phone, and I just don't think it was a great time. I knew it wasn't a great time to do it, but I wanted to give you guys some content. Stay tuned for something coming on that shuttle PC, because I think that's going to be really cool. And as I said that, we just got a few more people in here, so maybe we won't end it right now. See if we can get. We just lost one because I said I was ending it. No, no, and we're up to 4. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can do something with booting the shuttle PC up or not. I don't even know if I have all the right cables and everything for it. Let's see what we can do. So, got a keyboard I can use. Just going to use USB. Problem is going to be getting a VGA. Let me see if I got a VGA cable in here. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, I tell you, you run it. I used to refuse getting VGA cables. I'll put you guys down for a minute. I used to refuse people when they asked me about getting VGA cables they wanted to give me. And now I regret it because I'm actually running low on them. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. Sometimes when you need something, you don't have it. When you have it, you don't really need it. Okay, so I got a keyboard on there. Let me see about a mouse. Think that'll work, folks? Old school IBM PS2 mouse, ball mouse. These things never go bad. I've had these for so long. Probably had 2 or 3 of these in the past. I think it's the last one I have now. But they work. I mean, they just literally work all the time. See, this is when I could really use someone else to help film. All right. Turn you around here. All right, so I think I got everything I need hooked up here. Keyboard, mouse, power cord. See if we get any pops or explosions here. You never know. This is an old computer. I do have to set this back to RGB. There's a button on the back here somewhere. Yeah. I can go back to RGB. There we go. Taking bets, folks. Do you think this is going to work or not? Let's see what happens. Smoke test. Wow. Listen to that hard drive. 2.66 gigahertz Pentium 4. Looks like an 80 gig Western Digital drive. Wow, see if you can hear that hard drive. That's insane. All right, so obviously we lost the settings because the CMOS battery died. Let's go for broke. Let's hit F1 and see if anything happens. Absolutely nothing, and that's because my keyboard is dead. So I think what I'm going to have to probably do is get a... Let me try this other USB port here. Probably get a PS2. Oh, no, there we go. Just didn't have it plugged in all the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, she was definitely running Linux of some kind. Although my keyboard is frozen, so I have no way to choose it. I can literally just choose Ubuntu, which is fine. Love that orange LED. Wish you guys could see that in person. That's actually really cool. The phone does not do that justice. So this is what my channel's all about. At least this is what I'm trying to make my channel all about, is kind of checking out these old computers. Nothing in the DVD-ROM. So this is to recap, this is a Shuttle X with a Pentium 4, 2.66 gigahertz. I don't believe that's a hyper-thread processor, a hyper-threaded processor. What do we got on here? We have anything interesting in the graphics? We have documents viewer, painter, accessories. We have the calculator, disks, file management, office, ABI word, and numeric. This is a real bare bones basic install of Ubuntu. Okay, so PC Fan FM was obviously the owner. Hopefully there are no documents or anything. Yeah, I figured they were smart enough to delete everything that was important. But were they smart enough to empty the trash? Let's see. Yep. So yeah, this is just your real basic bare bones install of Ubuntu. I'm not even sure what version. Someone's going to have to tell me how I check that because it has been so long since I used Ubuntu. Last time I used Ubuntu, they had the stack system on the side. Oh no, maybe oh, there we go. This is Lubuntu 16 version 1604. Wonder how out of date that is. But yeah, she does work and pretty darn fast. Let's see about going to a website. I think I plugged the Ethernet cable in, or did I? Let's see. No, I did not. Let me plug it in. Take it out of here. And yes, you are safe to use Ethernet because it is Linux. Sorry about that. You guys couldn't see it. I'll plug it in here because I do actually have gigabit Ethernet hooked up through this Cisco switch here. So let's see what we can see if we can get anything. Okay, it looks like it found a IP address. Let's go to YouTube. Although I don't expect YouTube to play well. Let's just be honest, folks. This is a Pentium 4 era system. So, update your browser. Remind me later. See if we can get anything with Firefox. It probably hasn't been turned on for a while, so heaven knows what version of Firefox we're running. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's having a hard time. Unresponsive scripts. We'll just continue. Honestly, this is about what I expected from a Pentium 4 system. Unfortunately, you just can't do much with them anymore. I do have however, have a Pentium D sitting somewhere in my closet that is based off the Pentium 4 that I might be able to upgrade this to. And the Pentium D is a dual core Pentium 4 basically, whereas this is just a single core, single thread. So might be trying to do that in the future, but wow. Now that is slow. Man, I can't even do anything. See if I can maybe get my channel now. And if I had to use this on a daily basis, I'd pull every last hair out of my head. I promise I won't make you guys sit through this much more. If I can't get something to play. Oh, here, we'll try the video that I put up when I was in Shenango Bridge for the wedding. See if we can get anything to play. I do not have speakers, so we're not going to get any audio. Okay. Can we do full screen? Try full screen. Well, it's not a fail. I'd say we're getting 1, maybe 2 frames a second there. And we're streaming this in, what is it? probably 360 or 240. I can't even tell. The second I try to do something, it just bogs down. Yeah, that's definitely 240. Again, very, very typical for a Pentium 4 era system. They just, with that nest burst architecture, they just were not really well suited. Oh, I'm wrong. Look at this. They were not well suited for the internet. 144, at least I should say today's internet, which definitely requires you have at least a dual core system. And that's why I will tell you folks, if people tell you you can get away with a Pentium 4 online nowadays, no, you can't. It's just way too slow. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this off. I don't want to hear the fan start speeding up like crazy. Let's see, do we have any more things here? PS4 sadly don't cut it anymore. Kidding me, I still got a PS3 that I use once in a while. All right, folks, that is definitely going to be it today because I need to get back to work. We had some fun. Had about 4 people here. Make sure you give me a like. Please like and subscribe. There are going to be some videos coming up in the near future, not just live streams. I literally just need to clean up and get some things sorted out in my life, clean up my mental mess and my physical mess before I can get there. So I see that Luke meant his Pentium 4, not PlayStation 4. I got you. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.